Hello, friends, and thanks for tuning into Taste Radio, the #1 podcast for anyone building a business in food or beverage. I'm Ray Latif, the editor and producer of Taste Radio, and with my co-hosts for this episode, John Craven, Jackie Brugliera, and Mike Schneider. All right. Just a quick behind the scenes. We actually had to restart the show because of a little bit of a mishap with some powdered drinks.
Because you finally spilled all over your computer and nuked all our equipment. Thanks,
yeah. We're going to have an end of the year outtakes episode where you guys can see what just happened.
We had a big fight about Ray's impression of me 2 episodes ago. And, oh, goodness.
You missed some good stuff. And Ray apparently does not know how to mix a powdered beverage.
The #1 podcast for the food and beverage industry is on the cutting room floor.
Yes. A lot
Can you understand why Mike is holding this contraption right now?
Yeah, he's got it. It's a frother.
I've just got
a broken frother.
Broken frother. All right.
A broken frother from another brand.
Well, anyway, John, welcome back to the East Coast. You've been
it's
in
great
San
to be
Diego.
Here. Love the humidity. The
heat. I'm sure you do. That's why I'm wearing a hoodie. Anyway, you missed all the big news from last week.
They don't have the internet in San Diego, so fill me in.
No,
You're off the grid.
I mean, you missed your opportunity to talk about the big news from last week, which is that
Fortunately, people still want to hear.
PepsiCo has announced that it's introducing a new subline of prebiotic colas. They have a 2 SKU line. It's their flagship cola and their cherry vanilla cola. It's going to have 3 grams of prebiotic fiber per 12-ounce can. They're going to be selling it or launching it on Black Friday of this year. So
does that mean we're going to go sleep outside to get it on Black Friday?
No, we're not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. They're selling it online. So that's when it's going to be available. It's got 5 grams of sugar. This is something we posted a clip
John's
from
gonna sleep outside and be pushing the button.
No, we posted clips from last week's episode on Instagram and LinkedIn, and got a lot of engagement on both posts. And a lot of people asked about the sugar content. The sugar in these cans or in these products is 5 grams per 12-ounce can, 30 calories and no artificial sweeteners. Some varied opinions on this in this room and beyond. What's your opinion, John?
Oh man, where do I start? How much time do we have?
2 minutes.
2 minutes?
Go. Yes. And just to be clear, I mean, I think everybody knows this, but PepsiCo bought Poppy, which is a brand of prebiotic sodas,
we know,
in March for $1.65 billion. So kind of interesting timing for this.
Yeah, I mean, I've said this many times, including on this podcast, and we'll say it again, but I don't think the prebiotics that are in these sodas are ultimately the reason that people buy them. It's the brand, it's the flavors, the whole, aesthetic combined. And I think this is sort of like I don't know, maybe they don't understand that, but I don't think that this is a product line that all of a sudden makes consumers who aren't drinking Pepsi say, hey, I want to drink Pepsi because it's got these prebiotics, and those are like, the missing thing that, I've been waiting for. So, yeah, I guess that's kind of it in a nutshell.
I owe you $20, Jackie. She said you'd say that word for word.
we didn't even need you. It's basically what he's trying to say here.
Nice one, Jackie. Would you have a crystal ball or?
Well, I mean, just to quickly follow up on that, what's strange is that PepsiCo is, I believe, anticipating that they're going to increase the number of people who are drinking Pepsi colas by having this subline. But why wouldn't you just drink Poppy or Olipop?
That's a really great question.
Because you like Pepsi.
Yeah.
But you didn't leave because of the lack of prebiotics. Just saying.
Yeah. I think they are tapping into like their loyal audience. Like I went on Instagram and saw their announcement and everyone was stoked. But they're like, I love Pepsi. So they're like, they're not necessarily stoked that they have
that was my point.
Fiber in it, but they're stoked that Pepsi has something that's cool and maybe like hip now.
Something different
and trending.
They can try.
Yeah.
That's what they want.
Yeah.
We also talked last week about ginger and GNGR, the awesome, and you had the great interview and
Namak Sultan, you can definitely listen. That's
what a great interview that was.
Thank
Ray.
you very much. Thank you.
Nice work as usual. And it was really good to hear the story, even though I've heard it before, and it never gets old. It never does.
Was that a low key?
No, it was. No, it's one of those things where you can hear it again.
Even though I've heard it before,
I've heard it
was a pretty good interview.
No,
you
it was
took
great.
A different angle.
You took a different angle. There was some new stuff in it, but like it's one of those stories. Like, it's a classic we had an idea, we really worked hard, and they leaned into the idea too. And you see a lot of companies that are way ahead of their headlights in their roadmap, and they weren't. And it's really nice to see that.
Well, I just want to...
They did that, and it works.
Yeah, just to follow up on that. I mean, I think one of the genius things that Namik and his team did is that they knew that people wanted functionality.
Right.
And they just did it as simple as possible. And so, a quote from this interview is, people want simple, functional products that do what they say they do. That's what ginger is. And I think going back to Pepsi prebiotic is, how do you know it's going to do what it's supposed to do? I mean, is there enough functional benefit? Are there enough prebiotics in this? I mean, is it just something where you feel like you're doing something better for your body because you're ingesting this stuff? Or are you going to be healthier as a result of drinking this versus something else?
That's kind of it. I mean, the answer is no, right? And I think it's sort of like, if that were really your priority, would you be making this product choice to begin with?
For me, the prebiotic pieces become marketing anyway. That is synonymous with better for you.
They're interchangeable in that way.
In my mind, people don't even think about what prebiotic means, and they just think, "Oh, that's a better for you soda."
Yeah, they're reaching for a soda in the first place,
right?
So if they're craving a soda, and there's like a little bit of like better for you ingredient in there, you're gonna feel a little bit better about your purchase.
Yeah. Well, you always feel better when you drink ginger and turmeric shots.
And we talked last week. Melissa actually said that she felt like ginger is one of those kind of burn your face off ginger products, and I said I don't quite think so. I think it's pretty thoughtful and tasty. And yes, if it's too much for you, you can do other great stuff with it. You could make your own sparkling soda or whatnot. The reason I said that is because we had already received Slapp, which is...
Slapp is a Canada-based brand of ginger and turmeric shots or functional shots.
Well, functional shots.
We met these folks at the Fancy Food Show, the Summer Fancy Food Show.
Right, and they sent us product, and this says extra strength, and then it says extra ginger, and it's warning you in all the ways that it needs to warn you. This is BevNet level plus. This is
slaps
beyond,
you in the face.
This is beyond BevNet level ginger.
This slaps with an extra P.
It slaps with an extra P.
SLAPP is how you spell the brand. It is fantastic.
Does it slap more than Germ Warfare from Erewhon?
No.
It doesn't slap more, but
no.
There's so much ginger. It is.
Okay.
I think Germ Warfare from Erewhon has like oregano oil in it.
Yeah.
Which is like
different.
It's like a
vicious.
different kind of slap.
It's not a burn, but it's a flavor you cannot get rid of.
Yeah.
This is a shot that is hard to do the whole shot.
Well, I love these kinds of shots because if you actually get this on your hands, it stains your hands. That's how you know how much turmeric is in it. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. Yeah, so thank you so much to the folks from Slapp for sending these over. Consider us big fans because
tasty stuff.
I can't wait for them to come to the U.S. They've been in the Canadian market, I believe, for a handful of years, and this is the first time I saw them. I've seen them at a trade show, and I think they're trying to make their big push into the U.S.
Clearly, they're coming to the U.S. This has a U.S. label and a USDA organic certified.
Yep.
Yeah. Yes.
Cold pressed lemon juice, cold pressed ginger juice, cold pressed turmeric, black pepper. Organic.
There you go. There you go.
That's it.
Well, congrats to Slapp on making their U.S. Debut, and congrats to Neil Premkumar, who is the founder of a brand called Dyla Brands. Dyla Brands is a marketer of drink mixes. A brand called Stur, S-T-U-R, is their flagship brand. Neil has been in the business for about a decade, I want to say, maybe a little over a decade.
Longer, I think.
Yeah. And so I remember meeting him and being introduced to Dyla Brands through a coffee shot called Forto, F-O-R-T-O. And what really differentiated Forto was its packaging. It looked like a mini coffee cup that you would get from like a Starbucks or something like that. And really standout packaging, pretty good liquid. It was a little on the bitter side, I want to say, but it was basically an energy shot that used coffee as its key ingredient. They got investment from KDP, Dyla Brands that is. Forto actually expanded into larger format RTDs. But it didn't take off the way I think a lot of people thought it would, myself included. I really thought Forto was going to be a big hit. The brand has since been discontinued as far as I know. And Stur became this sort of standout brand for Dyla. And last week, KDP, Keurig Dr Pepper, announced that they were buying Dyla Brands outright. So really great stuff. Really happy to see that Neil, through persistence, perseverance, trial and error, figured out a way to make Stur or turn Stur into a brand that people really, really wanted. And it seems like this has all been part of this like TikTok trend of, what do they call it? The
WaterTok?
WaterTok, exactly. People just don't want bland tap water, what have you. They want to mix things up and add a lot of flavor or functional benefit, and Stur does just that. What was the name of the brand? The first liquid drink enhancer. What was it called?
The first one ever?
No, not the first one. The really popular one in the tens.
Not Mio?
Mio, that was the one. Mio was the one, and it feels like Stur is doing a lot of what Mio is doing, and Mio kind of fell off the face of the earth.
Yeah,
but
Kraft, what are you going to do?
yeah, well, jeez. Tell us how you really feel about the company. Anyway, once again, congrats to Neil and KDP, because they have a great brand on their hands with Stur. In about 2 weeks, folks, 2 weeks, we've been talking about this for a while. We're going to be in Chicago, Illinois, not Chicago, Alaska. Chicago, Illinois.
Is there another Chicago?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. For the Taste Radio Chicago meetup, Thursday, August 14th from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Host Cocktails event space in the Pilsen neighborhood. I've never been to the Pilsen neighborhood.
You will soon.
Seems like a pretty cool place. I know Host Cocktails event space is going to be pretty darn awesome. And we are going to be meeting up with local entrepreneurs, innovators, investors, retailers, consultants, all in the industry. We've got over 100 people registered to date. That means we're probably going to have over 150 people registered, at least, for the event. You want to be there to meet with your cohorts in the Chicagoland area, and of course, to meet with us, because it's fun to meet with us from time to time.
The brands.
There's going to be cocktails, obviously, alcoholic beverages, non-alcoholic beverages, a little bit of food, and there's going to be live podcast interviews with some amazing people, including one of my favorite entrepreneurs on earth, Rashid Ali, who is the co-founder and CEO of Chomps. What an incredible, spectacular brand that is. So we're going to be talking about how he turned that into an incredible, spectacular brand. And something you don't want to miss if you're based in the area or coming to Chicago. John Craven, you're going to be bringing some of your tortilla chips to the meetup as well. How do you pronounce the name of that brand?
What do you think, Ray?
There's an Xochitl. I believe that's pronounced Xochitl.
Yes. I mean, they give you a little hint right below the logo. So way to go, Ray.
Yeah.
You passed your reading or eye exam.
You know who told me how to pronounce it? Jimmy Fallon. You know Jimmy Fallon from The Tonight Show?
Not familiar, Ray.
No, he's an investor in the brand.
Yeah, so this is a new collaboration product, I suppose, with Cholula hot sauce. So they've flavored up some tortilla chips with Cholula. Pretty darn tasty.
Nice. Seems like a perfect pairing.
Yeah, no, pretty good pairing. I mean, interesting when tortilla chip brands are trying to make products that like you eat right out of the bag without a, dip, salsa, whatever. And
are they wet?
No, but I'm saying they have flavor. Come on.
It's almost like a Dorito?
It's like a Dorito, yeah. So
saying we had to squeeze Doritos in there, I guess. Yes. Yeah. I know you are a connoisseur of tortilla chips. Is this your favorite brand?
They're a little too thin, if I'm being honest.
Okay. Well, it says extra crisp, so I would assume extra crisp means a little bit thicker, but I guess not.
Yeah, this one I think is a little thicker than their normal chip, but they're still, I mean, their whole thing is like thin. So okay. I think they're really tasty chips. They just, if you want to eat some guacamole, their flagship product kind of doesn't hold up that well. So that's all. Okay.
Wow. That was high praise and then some scathing criticism.
No, not scathing. Brand. I mean, it's not like a defect. It's just what they're going for.
So I've got the opposite over here.
I know. I'm just trying to throw John off his game, but I just can't do it. I'm not able to do such things.
We've got some other meetups coming up, don't we?
Of course we do.
San Diego, San Francisco, London.
Yes, some amazing cities. I'm really excited to be at all those places. I wonder if John's going to bring Xochitl tortilla chips to San Diego. It's not from what it doesn't sound like that.
Doesn't sound like he's going to have a backpack full of them.
No, but anyhow,
there's plenty over here. There's plenty of salsa and Tortilla chips.
Yeah, no, all in jest. We love Xochitl. But San Diego, our meetup is happening on September 16th at the WCB. The WCB stands for West Coast Branch of BevNet HQ, next to the OG Costco. So the OG Costco,
Yes.
the Harley Davidson dealership, they're all just like a couple blocks away from BevNet West Coast Branch. So we definitely want to see you there, expecting to have also many amazing interviews at the event. And of course, if you've been to one of our meetups in San Diego, you know it is a party. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is.
San Francisco is on September 18th, a couple days later. Jackie, you're coming with us to San Francisco, right?
Yeah.
There you
I'm
go.
coming to San Francisco.
Are you driving? You're flying?
Definitely flying.
Okay.
Driving, it takes like 7 hours, and you could hit traffic. Like, I don't want any
But
of that.
PCH. I've always wanted to do that.
Did you know that actually part of the PCH is closed? So
Oh, shoot. Yeah, because of the fires from the Malibu fires? Bummer.
it was from a landslide a couple years ago, actually.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah,
Jeez.
so it
Okay.
makes it a little bit more difficult, but I would have done
That's
that.
Pacific Coast Highway, folks.
Yeah, you got to go through the mountains.
Yes.
Okay, well, on that note, San Francisco, September 18th. We're going to be in the Dog Patch neighborhood. All the details for both events, tasteradio.com/the city we're going to be in. And of course, London. Oh, can't wait to be back in England on October 2nd at the offices of Trip in Notting Hill. Our dear UK listeners and fans, we want to see you there.
Donors.
I love the London entrepreneurs and founders. I know we have a ton of love for folks based here in the US. There's something really unique and refined and wonderful and fun about folks from the UK. They're just...
Is this just like us being Americans loving their accent or something?
I
don't
might
know.
have something
I
to do
don't
with
think so. I think there's a little more to it than that. There's a certain like different kind of camaraderie, and they're interested in what we know about the U.S. and how to make it into the U.S. But there's definitely a continuity in the relationships too, which is really, really nice.
Yeah, it's really interesting when you talk to UK-based entrepreneurs. I think they love the idea of getting their brands in the United States, but they're also, I don't mean this in a kind of negative way, like terrified of the opportunity. Because
who wouldn't be?
Yeah, because
It's a beast.
on the one hand, they're like, well, England and Europe, they're great markets, but the U.S. is such a humongous market. It's a consumer-driven market, and if you can do well there, you can, write your own ticket.
If you can make it there, you can make it anywhere.
I guess that's true for any entrepreneur, right? But it feels that way when I'm talking to UK-based entrepreneurs. And I mean, speaking of an incredible brand that I definitely want to meet up with and perhaps highlight at the meetup, Something and Nothing, which is expanded its distribution here in the US, a soda brand that isn't anything more than what it needs to be, which is incredibly delicious,
extraordinarily tasty.
unique flavors, low calorie, just the right amount of carbonation, and low sugar. Isn't that everything we've always wanted?
It's everything you'd want in a soda. I mean, and it's, it's great here and it's great there too. I don't know if they have different formulas because a lot of beverages reformulate for the US, but it seems to be the same beverage, or they've done a really good job of maintaining what they have in the UK, in the US when you have it in the New York bodegas. So just a really great product there. And in spite of questionable football club support, really love that brand and the founder.
Yeah, well, there are a few times when this happens, but every single time I introduce someone to Something and Nothing, they're blown away. They're floored. They're like, where can I buy this? Where is this? Where'd you get this from? There's only a handful of brands that, are absolutely 10 out of 10 for everyone I introduce them to. I think that's also true with a brand like Tip Top Cocktails, which we featured in an episode of Taste Radio this week. I sat down with founders Neil Cohen and Yoni Riesman for a really amazing conversation about how they've turned that brand into the leading brand in this emerging segment of premium ready-to-drink cocktails. If you haven't tried either one, Something and Nothing or Tip Top, highly recommend you do both.
And if you get a chance to meet Oliver Dixon, definitely do. He's a cool
From
guy.
Something and Nothing, Ollie.
Yeah,
Ollie. Absolutely.
Chill dude.
All right, I think we've said all we can say about the meetups and brands we absolutely are stunned by, but I haven't tried either of the brands that you have on your desk
stop
here.
talking about brands ever. I mean,
Okay.
you haven't had Carlitos?
I have not.
So John was talking about Xochitl. This is a, I don't know, it's kind of an interesting chip in terms of it's maybe part tortilla chip, part bugle, part combos maybe, but these are really, really tasty chips. They're made with lentil rice and cauliflower, and the SKUs that we have here are nacho cheese and sea salt. And
This is a dairy-free nacho, by the way. Yes.
yeah, dairy-free nacho cheese. So
Made with avocado oil,
Cheese.
baked not fried. They are USDA certified organic, certified vegan, certified non-GMO, certified gluten-free. They're certified a lot.
you have to try these. They're
Made in a nut-free facility. I like that.
I
too.
would
Well done.
open the bag now. Go for it, Ray. But I'm afraid I'll eat the whole thing because
Okay.
they're really tasty.
Colitos. How old is this
Have you
brand? I've
not-
never seen these before.
They're newer, a newer brand. They're not like. You've had their puffs, the Collie Puffs. It's the same brand.
Oh, it's the same brand.
Yeah.
Oh,
Same
Yeah, I
brand.
saw that name and I thought of Puffs, and I was
Okay.
like, chip, bugle.
Yeah, the company is Fam Bam Foods, and they have a few different
Okay.
products. But you got to try these, Ray.
okay.
Interested
So
to hear your thoughts on them.
I guess they're a-
he's gonna do it. He's going for the sanitizer.
I guess they're a play on Doritos. I'm going to mention Doritos a second time on this show. That's why they're called Colitos. Doritos,
Yeah,
Colitos.
I mean, I'd say so, but they're also a play on bugles and a play on tortilla chips and a play on and a play on.
Well,
and a play. They're pretty unique.
Someone must have had like a bunch of favorite snacks and just wanted to bring it all together.
Yeah, there's some.
it good?
They're good. They're they've got like this soft crunch. They're pretty small. They're not tortilla chips for sure.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a cross between like a Ritz cracker texture and maybe a tortilla chip.
There's like a little Triscuit action too with the with the ridges. I mean, it does combine a lot of snacks into one, but it makes it hard to explain. But once
Yeah.
you taste it, you're like, it's a Carlito. It's really good.
We've mentioned more legacy brands on this show than we have
Yeah.
emerging brands at this point.
That's okay. One that I have in front of me here is Tempters, which I think was started by some people who left Roar at one point, if I'm not mistaken. And there's a tie to Al Harrington, this brand, the NBA player.
okay.
And there's also a partnership with Viola Terpenes. And this is Tempters, cannabis infused. It's 10-10. It's 10 milligrams of THC, 10 milligrams of CBD. I've got blueberry spritz and strawberry spritz. Which one should I try, Jackie?
Let's do blueberry.
I knew it.
Okay, so this has a supplements facts label.
Oh boy.
17 calories per serving. A serving is a half a can. A can is 12 ounces. This has a matte black wrap on the can with a lot of red and white font. It looks dangerous.
It smells
Danger can.
It smells like there's a little. It's definitely got a nice cannabis skunky-ish smell. I mean, not in a bad way, like in a good way. And when you taste it, you can taste the terpenes. This is definitely a sipper, and one that I would enjoy. First of all, just because it's 10 milligrams, then that would melt me. But
Aren't all cannabis beverages sippers? You wouldn't crush one, would you?
oh, there's some crushers
if they're
out there.
low, yeah, if they're low dose, like 2.5 or 5 milligram THC, I
Like
feel like
you can crush a plift, and you'd be like, "Uh-oh, I just
Yeah.
crushed a plift."
Okay.
I also wonder about the dosage. Like I feel like most people these days aren't consuming 10 milligrams unless you have a high tolerance. And also as a brand, wouldn't you want people to drink more of your product? So maybe do a lower dose. That's my take.
And you got one more.
Yeah, I got
product
one more.
there.
I got one more beverage here, which is this is Valley Isle Kombucha, which is crafted with passion fruit juice, lilikoi, and turmeric. So, or as Ray would say, turmeric. And yeah, this comes from Maui, and they sent it to us, and it's a kombucha, and I'm afraid it's still bottle fermenting because look at that cap, Ray. It's a little, it's coming up a bit, so I'm not
Be
sure what's
careful.
going to happen
Not
here.
on the keyboard.
What is a lilikoi? I'm guessing it's something from Hawaii.
Something from Hawaii.
I'm going to look this up because I've heard lilikoi. I don't know.
Yeah.
Now, all the people from Hawaii who are listening are like, that,
Yeah,
it,
they're like, numpties.
Hey, can I have that sample cup over there?
lilikoi is the Hawaiian word for passion fruit.
Passion fruit, right?
Yeah, it can refer to the fruit itself as well as various products made with it, such as jams, ice cream, and even beer.
Look at that. That looks
Nice. It
beautiful.
looks
Look at those
good.
Gorgeous.
bubbles.
Look at
There's
yeah.
a little almost like a beer head on top.
It does look
There you
like.
go.
Smells really good. Ooh,
You are mixing all
it's
kinds
so
of things.
floral. I
Yeah.
love this.
Well, hopefully it didn't ferment to the point where there's booze in there now.
No, it's perfect. It's
Okay.
perfect. It made it from Hawaii. All the bottles made it safely. We put them in the fridge. All good. Thanks for sending. This is extraordinary. I really like it.